Hello, everyone. Happy 4th. Got Dave with me. He's just setting up. It was kind of a last minute thing. Honestly, I wasn't even sure if I was going to live because I just had a bunch of stuff going on this morning. It was all day really working on obstacle stuff, and then I wasn't even sure if anyone was going to be on because it's 4th of July. And I figured, hey, Dave, what's up? What are you doing? Can you hear me fine? And then Dave's going to talk and let me know if you can hear him fine.
Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3.
Testes. So let us know if you can hear us. So far, we think this is the first time we've been able to get it without issue right off the bat. I'm seeing the green lines for the microphone move up and down for both of us. So, yeah, we're hoping. Oh, you do anything fun today?
Sent my daughter 1,300 miles on an airplane.
Oh, dang. Where's she going?
Back to Florida.
All right, Bootsy says good and good, so I think we are good to go. Back to Florida. Okay.
Yeah, she's going down for 3 weeks for her vacation.
Yep. That's
So,
some family down there, I'm guessing.
yeah, a little bit of family, mainly friends of hers.
Gotcha. That works good. My daughter just went down there a couple months ago, actually, with some of her friends. So,
Oh yeah.
she she kind of surprised me on that one. She asked me about it a while ago, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then she knows I have a bad memory. I don't know why she doesn't remind me about these things. And all of a sudden she's like, "So is it still good if I go to Florida?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" Oh, okay, I forgot. By the way, when you going there? Oh, in like 2 weeks. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
totally remember that
yeah,
conversation and
sure.
you telling me. And
And as soon as she started talking about it, I remembered, but I was like, I totally spaced it. But it's like you would think that there would have been talk ahead of time. I
yeah,
think the kiddos are upstairs actually watching too. The little ones. So I just remembered that. Not that I swear much, but I'm gonna try to keep that down just in case if I can. Yeah, no, I wasn't really sure because I know it's 4th of July and people are out, partying kind of thing, fireworks, fire, and I was like, is it gonna be worth going live? I don't know if anyone's gonna be on. So and then you had asked me about it, and then JP had asked me if I was going live, and I was like, you know what? Well, you didn't ask me, but you told me I was. You reminded me, and I was like, well, I guess it takes one person, and I'll go live. So here we are.
yeah, fair.
I had nothing else going on. Anna's actually working until like 11 because she didn't have anyone to work at her. Like, there was no one scheduled because they had fired someone, I think, or something.
Oh,
So she was like, well, I don't have anyone to go. I guess I'm working 4th of July second shift. I was like, that sucks.
yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, but so she's working till like 11. She won't be home till like 11:30. So I'll be pretty much on till 11 ish, maybe a little earlier than that. Because sometimes on the way home she likes to call me, so she doesn't fall asleep or something. Working on anything good tonight?
So earlier today, so a little while back, I drew up, as you can probably tell, I have a lot of pegboard. Um,
Yeah.
so this is like a center island that I built. It's like
Mm-hmm.
4 foot square, and it's on leveling feet, but it's also on like casters, so I can drop it down. So it's not, so I can move it.
Yeah.
It's not really gonna be moved often, but it's basically, because it's in the middle of the room, like I can move it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 4x4 and then it's split down the middle with a pegboard divider on either side.
Yeah.
So I drew up these shelf brackets to that fit in the pegboard. Actually, have a revision. So
Yeah, you
I
drew
drew up,
drew it up in Fusion or
yeah, in Fusion
nice,
360.
nice.
Yeah, it was a struggle, man. I
It
wanted
can
to
be
throw my laptop many
when
times.
you first start out. It can be rough.
Yeah,
I mean, it still is for me, and I've been using it for like 3 or 4, probably actually closer to 6 years now, and it's still kind of rough.
yeah, yeah,
Just
for sure. And I used to do CAD work for a living, but like 2D stuff.
yeah,
Um, but AutoCAD is just vastly different than Fusion. Um, so
yeah. No, it's totally different. Yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going, JP? I know I'm
What's
live
up,
from New
JP?
Hampshire, but I don't think you are. Other side of the country, I believe, or close to.
Is he going to be back in time for the shindig next weekend?
JP? Oh no,
Yeah.
JD. So JD is my friend Jake. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
And then JP Wirt, he's someone I know from Discord and whatnot, and he's on the lives a lot too. So that does get confusing now that I think about it. I never really thought
I
of
was
it.
gonna say I thought the guy in New Hampshire was JD,
Yeah,
but I
JD.
was
Yep.
like, yeah,
He
maybe
actually did. He actually just showed up. He said, "What's up? How's it going, JD?" He just got an SR5, the Axial.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so
If
nice looking. Ugh.
yeah, if I didn't have too many crawlers already, man, too many RC cars
You
already.
can't be talking like that.
I know. I know you don't need that kind of negativity on your channel, but
I know, right? What the heck? I'm gonna have to kick this guy off. Oh my god. Oh, how's it going, Andrew? Yeah, so JD got that. I have the Coyote, and he bought at the same time the Fusion SE 1800 kV to go with it, and the programming card, and then some wheels. He actually bought the same wheels as my Coyote, I believe. And gonna probably do like a little. He said I could borrow it for a little bit and do a little comparison because we're gonna have almost the same mods to it, pretty much. I think he got the brass too.
nice.
So yeah, it's going to be close to the same modifications. So it's not like it's going to be like completely stock to a little bit of mod. I cannot find the wheel wrench I had earlier today. I need the thin-walled lug wrench for this thing, and I'm totally spacing it. This thing's way too big to get in here. I'm like, cool, great. I have a couple of them. They're all gone. I just had it yesterday too. That's the worst part. So the SR5 will be on his channel. Yeah, the SR5 will be on the channel. Sell, buy, repeat. No, sell. No, cross out sell. Buy, repeat, but also throw in some build there.
Yeah, I never sell.
I have never sold an RC yet. Oh no, I traded one RC years ago. Yeah, it was a Venom Creeper. That was my first crawler. It was a kit and everything, and I got it, and then I kind of wasn't into it. I think it was because it was the Venom Creeper, because it was like not great.
Yeah.
I think I have a daughter screaming. Hold on, not screaming, but asking questions. I gotta walk over here and see. Honey, are you talking? Maybe not. All right, I'm just hearing things. All right, cool. I was probably too much out in the sun today. I can't hear anything, right? I do not have a Red Cat Apex. Midwest Microcrawlers asked if we have a Red Cat Apex. I want to get one. I just haven't gotten one because I keep buying SCX24 parts on sale. Or not on sale, just stuff I see and I want. And then I start doing that. And then this was on sale, the Canyon, or Convoy from Hobby Plus. Wait a minute, I am hearing a child. What is going on?
Do you have a cat?
I do have a cat, but I don't see it.
Maybe because it's under your chair and you keep rolling over.
Probably. Hold on, I'm gonna put my mic down so you don't hear me walking everywhere. I'll be right back. Just a double check here.
So I would carry on a conversation while he's gone, but I can't see the chat and you guys can't talk where I can hear it. So I don't sing, I don't dance. So I don't know what I talk amongst yourselves. I know it's rude to eat in front of people, especially if I didn't bring enough to share, but it's 8:30 and I haven't eaten dinner yet. And there's 12,000 of you.
What? Oh, okay. I can't really hear you. Okay. I'm back. So yes, I realized that was actually kind of rude of me. They can't, you can't see what they're saying. So apparently they were talking through the vent, 2 floors up, and the vent is literally above my head. So that's why I was hearing like ghosts or something. So it makes way more sense now why I could hear them, but I couldn't hear them. Yeah, I don't have no idea what they said still, but you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't eat till like 10 minutes before even starting this. Like when I was texting you, I was like, "Oh, that's right. I should probably eat something." And I ate a little bit of mac and cheese, and then that was it. Bootsy says, "I still have my first gen RC10s. So glad I didn't get rid of them. I know. I had some older ones, Stampede, Rustler, like olders, like late '90s and stuff or whatever it was. And I wish I had never traded those off. Like that was more like when I wasn't into this hobby seriously. I just got them in trade stuff and whatever, and then yeah, I didn't care at the time. But I think it's also because it was bashing stuff, and I wasn't really obviously much into bashing. I
Yeah.
got into the crawlers, so yeah, I kind of wish I kept those though, because just for like nostalgia, so like keep it up on the shelf. But
Yeah. My very first, um, really probably my very first RC car. Really, I kind of skipped the toy grade stuff. Was a Tamiya Frog, an original from the '80s, and then I had an RC10 that I got used. And then my dad had an original Optima before, Kyosho Optima, the 4-wheel drive
yeah,
buggy. It was, the chain drive before they had the mid or the SE or any of those.
mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, those are all gone. I have reacquired a couple of Tamiya Frogs. I have a runner and then like kind of a shelf queen one. Um, and then I bought a runner RC10 for like $25 off of Marketplace years ago. So I don't have my first RCs, but I have,
Like copies, sort of.
copies of them.
Yeah,
But other than that, I actually, when we decided to make the move up here, I had a bit of an existential crisis because I had so many RC bodies for crawlers
yeah. I
and
remember
stuff.
you saying you had like boxes and boxes of these like
Yeah, and I
bodies and
still
stuff.
do. But I went to one of the swap meets at Scale Mountain in Florida. That was my home course, and I sold some stuff. And of course, now I regret it.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
Yeah.
but you live and learn.
Yep. Is unfortunately how it goes. I realize that you shouldn't have done it after, you know. Oh yeah. So do you either have a Red Cat Apex? I don't have an Apex. I know he doesn't. The only mini you have is like a SCX-24, right? Like that's a mini crawler.
You have two SCX 24s and then an SCX 30, which I drove for about 37 seconds.
Oh yeah. I remember you were all hyped
Um,
about getting it.
yeah, honestly, man, like I don't
I,
know.
I
I
like it for
collected some rocks from the yard.
I like it for certain things. I like it for dash stuff. Like yeah, I bring it with me every so often for work on the dash, and then I'll run it a little bit on like if there's like a rock that I'm like out back. I have a couple of rocks at my house that I'm like, it's good for like 24s and 30s and stuff. There's like you got to have their places. I like them enough to work on them and play with them, but they definitely have their place.
Yeah, I I mean, I basically got it for free because I worked the extra shift and used the money for
Good.
that. So,
That's how I feel when I do things like that.
but
But I'd like to get an Apex eventually. I just I keep buying other things and doing other things and yeah. So and I'm trying to slow down, but it doesn't happen as we all know.
I mean, Craig knows, and you guys have seen me work on stuff in here, like the couple times I've been on. Like, I'm definitely more into the trail truck side than the crawler
Yeah, yeah.
side. Um, Actually, I was thinking today I want to get started on my Georgia build for next year.
Yeah, I just got the transmission actually for that LC70, that killer body that I'm gonna do. So now I got to start like I got to like actually start working on it. I think I've collected enough stuff where it's like I could actually start doing something, but I just haven't because I'm trying to finish what I have.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna be working. I cannot find this lug wrench, so we're gonna shelf this. I don't no idea what the hell I did with it. I just had it like 2 days ago. I have like 4 or 5 of them, but I don't use them a lot because it's only for the 18th scale. So
it's not the regular Tamiya hex.
it's a M5 or yeah 5 millimeter box, and it works fine for like this wheel, sort of. This one does,
Oh,
but it doesn't work. You have like there's ones that they sell that are a narrow head. They're like really like machined down. And I have no idea where I put it, so that'll be another time.
Now, what is that green Chevy? You said that's a what?
So this is a Hobby Plus CR18P Convoy. It's like my rock van body. Like I don't remember. I don't know if you remember the rock van, but it's the same platform.
Okay.
It's the same platform as like the Arctos and the Terranaut, the 8x8 and the 6x6 I have. But it's just a Convoy. People. So on the rock van, one of my biggest sellers on Etsy and on my website are my magnet mounts that I have for it that I made. And people keep asking if it fits the Convoy, and they don't. So I mostly bought this honestly to do that, to make the magnet mounts, but also to kind of make like a sort of comp-ish CR18P, because none of mine have like I've like never tried to like make it performance based. I've more kind of tried to have fun with it and like do whatever. I didn't really try, you know, like
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to do, you know, something compy, you know. So I might try with this. So, but mainly honestly just so I can make the magnet mounts. But it's just a cool little truck. They're fun. Like right out of the box, they're actually not that bad. They're pretty
So does
fun.
it use body pins from the factory?
Yeah, stupid itty bitty body pins. Like they're way back here too. Underneath on the bottom. So they're like sideways, so your fat fingers like hit the fender here and like scratch up. And yeah, I'm surprised I still have them.
So there's no holes in the body.
No, there's no holes. Like it's got a hinge here, and then there's like pins hidden here. So that's what's nice. It is nice that they did that.
Okay.
So like the pins pull out here and here, and then it hinges up. But unlike the rock fan, I made a little plate here that puts 2 magnets, and then like a little L bracket that has 2 more magnets, so I can just hinge it up and just like they're wicked strong. They like never fall off because they're such big magnets compared to the body. So it's just the pins are just annoying because if you're out on the trail swapping a battery, they're so small. They look like they're like smaller than a pine needle, you know.
Right.
Actually, there was a question. Good. Any tips on friendly CAD system? Fusion is what I jumped to, and I know that's what we were talking about earlier.
Tinkercad.
Tinkercad people love because it's easy, I guess, but it is also web based.
Yeah, which is good and bad.
It's good and bad because it's not resourced on your computer. But if there's no internet, for some reason,
yeah.
I mean, I live in the boonies, sort of, so I mean that's a problem for me.
And it's very straightforward. It will not, like, you're not going to be drawing a body in it. Body mounts, you know, functional stuff, yes.
Yep.
You're not going to be doing any bodies, you know.
You know what's funny is I guess people do like a lot of that stuff in that, like Tinkercad, and like there's another one that's also web based. Maybe that's the one that they do it more in.
FreeCAD?
FreeCAD, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. But I know that people do use it a lot to do that kind of stuff and not do Fusion.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be extraordinarily patient.
Oh, I'm sure, because I tried playing with it one time. Was not a fan.
But yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive because you can't. I don't know how to say this. Like basically, it's very limited in its shapes. So let's say you want to do.
Really, I thought that they had like more.
I mean, they have a library now. It's getting bigger, but like, trying to think. So for example, if you wanted to draw a cube, and I think they have a shape in the library now, but if you wanted to draw a cube, but you wanted to radius the bends, like radius the corners,
yeah,
you would basically you would have to draw a plain cube and then draw objects and then cut the fillets out,
really,
like the chamfer out, and then turn that into a negative, and then move that over to your cube, and so use that as a negative to cut from the cube.
Yeah, that sounds annoying. When I can just hit the fillet button and say what radius I want.
Yeah, and like I said, they do have objects now that they may have that covered, but you will find some objects that like you can't just like free sketch something. You basically have to draw it with geometry
Really?
and then combine that geometry and then subtract from that geometry.
Hmm.
But like I said, I mean, if somebody wanted to design like magnetic body mounts, stuff like that,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, because that's literally just squares and circles for me on that. Like it's just
Yeah.
a couple holes for mounting, holes for the magnets, and then some rectangles. That's it. So very basic.
Yeah. So here I can go get something that I did design
Yeah.
in Tinkercad.
You do that. I'm gonna scroll through the comments here. So we did that. I personally like Fusion, but I know there's a lot of people that find it very cumbersome. Not cumbersome, but like much. It's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So I went on YouTube and just looked up a bunch of tutorials on how to build things.
All right. I did not hear what you were saying. Hopefully you weren't talking bad about me.
Just a little bit. That's okay.
Okay.
That's
So
okay.
this is a Cross AT4. It's kind of a competitor to a TRX4.
I will talk to him in the morning. A little one came down. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'll talk to him in the morning about it. Okay. All right. Love you. I'll see you in the morning. We're gonna go for that walk in the morning. Okay. I know. I got a bug bite. It was a boo boo. I know. It was bug bites. We were out a lot today.
No, it was from like the take tube we never did take that I had on.
Oh no, that wasn't that. That was here.
Oh,
Right there. Just a little dot. Alrighty. I'll see you in the morning. I love you.
what kind of bug?
Okay, we're gonna talk about the bug bites still. All right. We got bug bites, and then she got stung by a hornet this morning. I think it was or something. So
Oh, that's a bummer.
We're all about the bug bites. That was a bug bite that I was dumb and I itched, and then it went and then opened up.
Oh, now it's black.
Yeah. Because it's on top of a tattoo. That's why I got black. All right. I love you.
On top of a
Okay.
tattoo,
Yes.
you scratch it, and then
It sometimes does that. Yep.
then it turns black.
I love you. I'll see you in the morning. Yep. Okay. Oh my goodness. I know you've seen these for the last 5 years of your life, you punk. All right. I'll see you in the morning, hon. Bye. Love you. Apparently, we just barely noticed my owl tattoo, even though it's been 5 years that she's been around me. And then I had like a bug bite that I itched, and she was confused why, like,
Yeah.
tattoos and stuff. And I was like, that's not going to happen to you. Don't worry.
I mean, I know you've got older kids and younger kids, and we're not on the subject of RC crawlers, but just thinking like my daughter, like she'll be a freshman this year. I mean, she's flying by herself, and
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, she's my only one. I know you got older ones and younger ones, so you're
Yeah.
kind of used to this, but it's
Mhm.
like, for everybody listening at home, here's my sappy moment, man. Like life is precious and it moves so fast.
It
So
sure does, man.
just like, do what you can while you can and enjoy it, and one of my favorite sayings that I made up, I make up a lot of sayings, is nobody sits on their deathbed wishing they browsed more Facebook or watch more TV. So get off your ass and do those things you want to do and you think about doing, man, because
Exactly. Just do it all.
yeah, it'll be gone before you know it. All right, so anyway, back to crawlers and Tinkercad. So this is a Cross AT4.
Yep.
It's kind of a competitor to a Traxxas TRX4.
Mhm.
It's a really awesome build. It's a kit, but it's got the walking diffs and the 2-speed tranny. And I built this as a mud truck, so it's got some Super Swamper boggers on it and some steel wheels. And so the body is shaped like a bullnose Ford, but it comes with an unlicensed grill that's kind of a blend of a Chevy and a Ford, just so they didn't have to pay licensing.
Yeah.
So I used Tinkercad and made the insert for the grill to make it a Ford. So basically, I just drew a rectangle with the slots in it, and then the oval, and printed it, and it makes a passing replica in the mud of a Ford grill. So stuff like that is perfect for Tinkercad. It's easy, maybe take you an hour to do, So yeah, if you're looking for a first, to dabble your toes in the dip your toes in the 3D design water, Tinkercad.
Yeah, I would definitely mess around with that. And then, unless you think you're going to be doing some crazier stuff, then honestly, I think that you should, to me, just jump into, because I hear it's kind of like a culture shock, I guess you could say. That sounds like very like bam in your face, but like people like learn on Tinkercad and then they'll go or whatever FreeCAD and all that, and then they'll go to learn on like say Fusion, and they're like, oh my god, everything is so different, and it's just so frustrating. They say because they're so used to doing whatever they've just figured out how to do.
Yeah,
So it's back and forth.
and there are some amazing tutorials on YouTube for Fusion
Oh
360.
yeah, I think I sent you a
Um,
couple links. Was it you? I don't remember. A lot of people ask me where to go for like what I do, but for like if I do Fusion or whatever.
yeah, and honestly, find one that just starts from like day one because
Yeah.
there's a lot of nomenclature. Um, you know,
Oh yeah, fillet and this and that, and if you don't know the stuff, fillet, whatever it's, I don't fillet or fillet. I never know which one that is.
fillet,
Chamfer, all that stuff.
chamfer, yeah.
So
The problem is like I tried to teach myself like Photoshop years ago before AI.
yeah, same.
when we use Photoshop to make to edit pictures, and my thing is like I can't Google like how to make an image lighter in Photoshop or whatever, but you have to know that it's called like adjusting the Kerfluter index. Like, but I
Yeah.
don't know to Google that term.
Yep.
And Fusion is kind of the same thing. Um, like you have to know what to Google to find the answer. If you know what to Google to find the answer, you'll find the answer.
Yeah.
Um,
If that or if like if you can explain what you're trying to do good enough, the AI can really figure it out. But you have to
yeah,
know. I want to do this thing to a square, blah blah blah. Like if and they'll AI can sometimes get it figured out. Sometimes.
and there is a really good Facebook group called Fusion 360 for beginners,
Oh, okay.
and they usually do go pretty easy on you for beginners. Like they keep it pretty well tied down, so they're not going to call you a moron for asking a question,
Mm-hmm.
and that's great because if you really don't know the term to search for, if you post a picture of that grill and say, hey, where do I start or whatever, like or I want to make this grill, but I want to round the corners, they'll tell you the command and how to do it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because you get to a lot of the Facebook groups and stuff that are just they say for beginners, but good luck. You're gonna get roasted if you ask one question.
Yeah, and I tell you, you saw in our messenger chat, like I recently got into like airbrushing, and,
Yep.
and I found a great group for that too. Like they are very tightly moderated.
Oh, good.
So yeah, they don't take any crap talking. And my thing is, man, like I don't know, not to get sappy again, but like the world is so negative in general. Like
It,
hobby stuff should not be negative.
it
So
is.
like,
I mean, you saw what Facebook's like for me right now. For some
yeah,
stupid ass reason, people are just dumb. I mean, not that I'm like sad about it or anything, but it's just like you're really that upset about an RC. Like,
right.
come on, fucking get over yourself.
Yeah.
I just realized I think I just swore, but whatever. Kids probably aren't watching
Nah.
now. But yeah, no, it's just nuts. Just like enjoy life.
Yeah, I mean, because as you might be able to tell in the background, like I build model cars as well, and this
Yeah.
guy posted up. He may have been trolling because this is the absolute worst looking model car that I've ever seen built. Like your daughter could probably build something far better than what he did.
Yeah, and
And
she's
he
5.
posted it up in this group, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Are you happy with how it turned out? And did you have fun building it?
Yeah.
Because if you answer yes, then it's perfect."
Yeah, you're good to go, dude.
And that's the thing, man. Like our hobbies are for fun, man. Like it shouldn't be work, it shouldn't be frustrating, it shouldn't be miserable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice when you find a good group or a culture that's supportive of people.
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's a couple groups that I don't want to say frequent, but I actually pay attention to and look at, and then there's other ones I'm like I only go there if I absolutely need to look for a question. Like I'll search. I won't even type. I'll search.
Yeah.
And that's it. Because I'm not dealing with idiots. How's it going, Raiden? Sorry, I'm a little behind. I keep getting distracted with children and this and that. Considering a convoy, it looks like it's like I always like the CR18P platform. The body honestly is a little questionable to me because it's just like a really like generic Chevy sort of thing that has like huge fenders. So I'm like, I'm gonna probably replace the body at some point, but we'll get there eventually. Midwest says he prefers Fusion. Going back to Tinkercad is rough if you use Fusion every day. Yeah, I figured, and I'm sure once you do Fusion, you probably don't want to go back to Tinkercad anyways.
Yeah, there's no reason to go back to Tinkercad if you've already moved on to something else.
Yeah.
But if you're really just kind of unsure, and honestly, my thing is like I knew all along the stuff that I wanted to do, I would have to learn how to do in Fusion.
Yeah.
But like I need something now. So like I use Tinkercad as kind of a stopgap.
Yeah, well, if you need that one thing, it's especially if it was such an easy thing to do or whatever, then yeah, I get that. JD says it's good to see you tonight, Dave. I know you haven't been on in a little bit. I've just been kind of like, I've either been like barely making it, or I think I changed the date one time because I had a concert. Like,
Yeah, but you asked me to join a time or two.
When I did. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. I think it was that Friday I went on. I did like a Friday instead of like a Saturday or something. Bootsy says their first was from Radio Shack, their first RC, which I think mine technically was. My first was like a one from Radio. I kind of still have my first one if you count it this way. My first one I remember ever using was a Radio Shack Audi Quattro 2-wheel drive, like just, it's nothing crazy. And it was my uncle's. And later on, somehow I ended up with it. I mean, he's still alive. It's not like I ended up with it because he died or anything, but like I ended up with it at some point but it was kind of rough. So I took that one and I modded it to be able to use it like modern electronics. And then I went on eBay and I bought one that's in better shape to have in the box, just because it was kind of, that's the only one I've ever done that with, because it's like the first one I ever remember using, kind of thing. Just finished Whataburger. I have never had Whataburger. Isn't that that actor's?
No, that's Wahlburger.
Wahlburger, that's it. Yeah. I should know that because I'm from New England, but
right.
I don't really do movies well, though. So when I see people, I'm like, I know that person, and then I forget the name.
So I do have something to work on tonight. I have a clear body I need to try to get some paint on before next Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
So I don't look lame by having a clear body. But actually, let me go grab the chassis. We can talk about that real quick.
Yeah. Sounds way easier to ask Craig if he can design print. I mean, if you want to wait a little while, I definitely can help out. But the problem is people ask me to make stuff or do stuff, and then next thing I know, I have to keep on telling them I'll get to it, and then I feel bad that I haven't done it yet. But I'll definitely will do stuff for people every so often. It's just in between my projects. Sent flow state for 200 joules. We still have never really figured out 100% what the joule things are, other than like a couple dollars or whatever it is. Other than that, I think you can buy like the joules and send them. I don't know. And then if you like do enough lives, you kind of get your own like for free that you can send. I have no idea. 250, woohoo! Flapping Lips says, what's going on? All right, I didn't even really do a ton today. I didn't even leave the house. No, I went and got a coffee. Yeah. Oh, and then I went and looked at rocks. I know that sounds interesting. The guy that's
dropping for next weekend.
Yeah, for next Sunday. The guy that's it's a construction company called LJM down the road. Well, sort of down the road. It's in Hillsboro. The last time someone did something like this, he donated like debris that he has, like rocks and this and that. And he was like, "You think you can swing down and tell me what you need? Because I don't want to get you stuff like too huge or just too small." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I went down and got a coffee and checked it out. He had like a bunch of like concrete debris and rocks, and I figured some of the concrete stuff might be good for like little platforms and stuff, and different things. And then
a lot of people they don't like crawling on concrete, but I mean, it's definitely got good traction.
Yeah, that, and like I said, it's just parts. I'm just trying to get what I can get, you know, and then just change it up. And so I went down there and checked. So I did leave the house. I forgot. I went and checked that out and got a coffee and came back. And then I started working on obstacles because I like to do things last minute, and we have a week until it's there.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
And we're kind of like we got talking. We got kind of behind, but back to the kids stuff. You know, as you get older, it goes by faster too, a lot faster. And you know, indeed, definitely, it definitely does. It's
Yeah.
like I'm like, damn, my older ones are 19. Like that's crazy. You know, kind of thinking like that kind of.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, they were just little.
Oh,
All right, so
Midwest got a Creality. I'm just gonna run through real quick because I just keep on not looking over here because I'm blind here apparently. Midwest got a Creality printer, nice. See how long it takes before he realizes I'm here. Right? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just got talking. There you go. I want a convoy due to. Oh, you want a convoy due to the body? That's kind of surprising to me because I'm not a huge fan of it. I know other people like it. I like the color. I love the color green. Actually, I have these wheels I thought about putting on it for now that kind of semi-match it. But I thought that
isn't it a K10?
So it's just like an unlicensed generic body, but I mean, you can kind of see where the influence came from.
Okay.
So
yeah, I mean, from here it looks like a K10.
Yeah, it's like Chevy-esque, and they call it the Convoy. So, you know. I had Wingstop for dinner tonight. No wings are... I have had Wingstop once out in Arkansas. I went out there for high troll conveyor training. And there was a Wingstop there, and I went and checked it out. But now there's a Wingstop here too, but they're not local. They're like 45 minutes away, and I just haven't been again.
Yeah, same here. There's one like, I mean, everything for me is 45 minutes away, but yeah, I don't know. I've had Wingstop a couple times on vacation and stuff, and wasn't bad.
JP said I could redeem the jewels, so there you go. Thanks, JP. Appreciate it. I can't remember last time I got some jewels. It was like a couple dollars each or something, so I'm okay with it. Is chat broken? I don't think so. I'm just wicked behind. Because I keep talking. Are you talking, actually?
Me?
Oh, no, you weren't. No, I'm sorry. I saw your lips moving, I thought.
That's how I think.
Oh, it's a 3D. Creality Otter is a 3D scanner. So I thought that you just mistyped it, honestly. So I thought Otter, printer, Creality. I didn't think about the 3D scanner. I've never used one. So Midwest Crawler said you got a Creality Otter scan. It's a 3D scanner. I'd love to get a scanner.
Yeah.
I'm excited to use it. I just got a Bamboo Lab H2S for printer, and it puts the Creality K1C to shame. That's what I hear, but I've never had a K1C. I had an Ender 3 for a little while and an Ender 5 for a little while. But
my very first printer was a Creality CR10S Pro 2, and
yeah, that's like
that thing was horrible. I could barely get it to print PLA.
Yeah, it can be rough. That kind of reminds me of my first printer. That's a Anycubic, which is like an Ender 3 clone, which is a clone of everything else. I don't mind waiting. I worked with another guy for roughly a year to get parts printed for an out-of-business company's rigs. Huh. Well, Raiden, aren't you not in the U.S.? So shipping would be ridiculous. I don't know if I'm getting you confused with someone else, and I apologize if I am. I always forget where people are from, so it's rough. I mean, I talk to JP almost daily too, and I still forget what state for some reason. I just know it's over on the other side of the country.
I'm right back.
Okay. 45 minutes is worth the drive. 100. Yeah, I haven't. It's been probably 7 years, so I should probably try them again. Not that they were bad. I'm not that far. I'm in the U.S. I'm in Washington. Who the hell am I thinking of? I apologize, Raiden. Man, I can't. I don't remember. I was thinking for some reason you're in New Zealand, and I don't. Now I'm trying to remember who was in New Zealand. Hey, how's it going, Thin Digital? Happy 4th. Huh. Wow, I don't remember who I was talking about. I'm thinking of now. You're good. Yeah, I talk, between Discord, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, emails. I get so crossed sometimes. Oklahoma. He's in the middle. So I wasn't even. I mean, he's west of me. So JP's from Oklahoma. So I was close. For some reason, I'm always okay. So anyone after New York is just West Coast to me because I don't
Right.
know. I've been to Arkansas once. I've been to Pennsylvania exactly 2 times, and I drove through it once. Well, twice if you count coming back. And New York a handful of times. So I'm not really much of a traveler. Wisconsin, Bootsy's from. So he's middle. I'm pretty sure that's the middle one, middle state ish top. I'm remembering that one. Oh, Raiden thinks I'm thinking of Checkerhead RC. I don't remember the name, but possibly when I'm talking, that could be it. All right, there we go. All right, I'm caught up. I'm caught up. Sorry, Dave. I just figured I'd catch up on stuff.
All right. So what I'm working on tonight. So when I was in my Florida Georgia trip in March,
Yep.
we met up in Georgia for Illuminati.
Yep.
But the weekend before, I was in Florida at an event at Scale Mountain called Trail Venture Challenge that J Concepts and some other groups put on.
Mm-hmm.
And I won the big raffle there, which is an exo caged
You did. That's right. Yep.
Trail X. This thing is pretty awesome, man. He sells it as an RTR.
Have you
It's
gotten to
his
run
design. What's that?
Have you gotten to run it?
I have a couple times, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. So, like, because I won it, and the body was clear, and I had to see what it was like. So I ran it on my trip. But I was like, I kind of feel like a douche by, driving it with a clear body. So for next weekend, I need to have it painted.
Yep. It's always nice to have a deadline.
Yeah, exactly.
Raiden, you're all good. He said he didn't say check her name's real name intentionally. He wanted to protect privacy. That's fine. That's fine. I can't think of if I know the name. That's all. Yeah, I don't like this one's still clear because I just haven't figured out what I want to. I haven't really finished exactly where I'm going to cut it and this and that. I hate driving them clear because then they get scratched up. But I mean, they're going to get scratched up anyways. But then I'm like, like I got to worry about like taping over that scratch or the peel that I don't get paint on the outside too.
So
I never punched these.
This comes with a J Concepts forge body.
Yep.
Which is already pretty well cut for a comp crawler.
And that's the what's it called? That's the anvil with a bed, right?
Yes.
Okay. I like the anvil a lot, so I kind of want to eventually get one of those too.
Yeah. And because I've painted like sand bodies and I've done some 2-color stuff, but nothing too crazy. So I figured I'd play around and see, because if I screw it up, it's a $30 body or whatever, and it's for kind of a comp type truck. So
yeah, and it'll get beat up if you're doing comp stuff. You're gonna flip it, flop it. It's gonna get beat. So yeah,
exactly. I mean, the external plastic or protective plastic is still kind of scuffed up. So already from playing with it. So so yeah, I'm gonna work on taping that up tonight. I have most of the paint, but one of the things I want to try to do, I saw a video on YouTube recently where a guy did a mock carbon fiber look.
Oh really?
On Lexian. And basically he just used like a silhouette or a cricket to print some thin strips of vinyl. I got to go back and watch it because it just looks like diagonal lines, but it needs to be a crosshatch.
I'm trying to think if I have anything carbon fiber here. Oh,
so
no, that's forged carbon fiber. Yeah, it's like crosshatchy. It's like they gotta weave kind of. It's literally a carbon fiber weave.
Yeah, so the bed, it's basically got a flat bed cover, so I figured I'd maybe try that on this and just see. And then I have some of the Spastics chrome that I'm going to use for like the windows.
Oh yeah.
And probably the front grille. Just do a little bit of crap to.
Yeah, I've been trying to branch out with colors and stuff. Kind of. I used to just spray one color, and I'm like, yeah, good to go. It's got paint. But lately, the last few the last few builds, I've been trying to mess around with paint, that are like sand.
Yeah.
Let's
So
not be so plain.
the chassis is silver carbon, and then he 3D printed these little logos on TVC for Trail Venture Challenge that are blue.
Oh, okay.
So, and I have a couple of cans of Tamiya blue polycarbonate paint. So I figured I'd do it blue, and I have some other colors, but I don't know. I'm kind of a two-color guy, so I'm thinking blue and black.
How's it going, Terry Barker? Blue and black. Yeah, that's a good combo. I haven't done anything that in a while, I think, actually. That's the thing, too. I get stuck in a color, and I'm like, oh, I'll just use that color. And then I'm like, no, I got to do something different,
Yeah, I mean, growing up, racing RC cars and stuff, I always did bright yellow with blue.
Yep.
And I do have a can of yellow paint, but
maybe do it. Maybe do a little throwback for yourself.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe do some yellow, and I don't know. Mostly it was like a yellow body with a little bit of blue, and I don't know how I do that on this and make it not look cracky.
Yeah. That's the thing too. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use these colors. Then I go to like put them next to each other, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it ends up looking like a clown car, you know.
And then there's certain colors you can't put together because it's either going to be portrayed as one thing or the other. Like if it's black and green, it's automatically the Joker, or the Hulk, or whatever, something like that.
Or like orange and blue Florida Gators.
Yeah, or like.
And maybe that's just me growing up in Florida, but like you go to Gainesville, and I swear, dude, every tow truck, hearse, police car, ambulance, everything is blue and orange down there.
And you can't do black and yellow because then you're going to hear the song every time someone sees it.
Right.
I mean, it's an okay song, but you want to hear it all the time.
Yeah, and I'd like to do blue. I mean, I don't know. I could reprint these. He said he'd reprint them if I wanted them a different color.
Yeah.
Or I could just take them off.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a little badge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool to have, but then again, is the body going to cover it? So you might not even really see it.
Yeah, the body will cover it, and I think I don't see that they're screwed on, so they might be glued on. So I'll probably.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you glued, but maybe. Oh, actually, if it's carbon fiber, you probably don't want to drill holes where you had it or you wanted it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Digital says, express yourself. Parentheses. Easy to say. A few stickers is as far as I usually go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was too until like. Probably I'm trying to think. What my first like real try was the 6x6 Jolly Green TRX6 that I did. And it did okay. Before that, it was always stickers. I cut like stuff out with my vinyl cutter in reverse direction. I remember to do the reverse direction so I could stick it on the inside. Spray my main color, take that off, and spray another color. That's how I did it. And it works well. That's how I've been doing it. The only problem is with vinyl, with the vinyl decal, it reacts to some of the paints. Like, I'll go to peel it, and it'll be like an elastic band. It's like the paint like made it mushy, and it works. It's just like, oh boy, I better be careful peeling this off. Seen a guy do carbon look. JP says, I've seen a guy do carbon look with that drawer liner stuff as the initial mask. I don't think that will work on a body with tight curves. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the stuff that has like the holes. It looks like crosshatch, kind of like chainmail, sort of that, like that sort of.
Say that again. What did you do?
You saw a guy do carbon look with the drawer liner stuff, which I'm thinking is he's talking about that rubber, like pulley stuff. So that way it's like a crosshatch kind of deal. Obviously not exact, but whatever you can do to do the paint that way, the right way.
That's actually a good idea.
So you maybe try something like that. What I do too is I try to spray it on like a piece of plastic first a lot of times. see if it's even going to look right. Oh, I might have made this guy wider than I thought. Raiden says, I usually prefer to buy a pre-painted body if possible. Unfortunately, sometimes it's not possible. I usually drive the mini crawlers. Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought a pre-painted body except for like the Delica. And that's a model. That's a die-cast model, the SCX-24 F-150. Other than that, it's always been a clear body, usually. Unless it came with the RTR, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, that might be a little wider than I was expecting, but whatever. We'll run it and then figure it out later. I kind of like the painting aspect of it now. Like,
if it turns out good, I like it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, when I have a little mess up, I'm like, ugh, idiot. But I'm like, then I think it's gonna get beat up anyways. So, yeah, whatever.
My drift missile.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay. I had the deadbolt in pieces for a little while, and I finally starting to put it back together. I think I got to zip tie some stuff back still, but I took out the axles for a bit. I was gonna do some stuff with things, then I never did it, and blah blah blah. And yeah, I'm just putting it back to how it was because it was fun to drive half stock.
Oh, so speaking of which, is there going to be any 124 stuff next weekend?
So I'm hoping. So this is what I'm okay. Well, you know what? Let's talk about that for a little bit, just because that's kind of what I labeled this episode. Help me plan an obstacle course for the fair. Get together. Oh, I gotta hit the rack, boys. Take care and happy 4th. Bootsy says, "See ya." He's leaving. Yeah, happy 4th, Bootsy. Thanks for stopping in. JD says, "Speaking of paint, how's the clear deadbolt coming, Craig?" Still quite clear, because I haven't trimmed it and I haven't really finished up anything. So it the links and stuff are how I want it to be. That's good. It's mostly chassis wise good. I just need to trim it up like pretty much crazy and then paint it and then put the electronics in. So anyways, I labeled this "Help me plan an obstacle course for the fair get together," because I was kind of, well, I didn't know I was going to have you on, but this works out too because you're coming anyways. But I left that paper upstairs. What a freaking idiot I am. Hold on. I'll talk while I go. I've been I designed ish the 10th scale / it can even fit a Helomon, so a 1/8 scale or a big Wraith. And then I'm hoping to do a section for 24th, 18th, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Separately. Hold on. You guys get to see my awesome drawing skills, which are much worse than my CAD skills. So just remember that. So I have like a corner of the field / driveway, roadway, whatever you want to call it. And I have obstacles I've made and obstacles I'm thinking of making. And then Wednesday, the rocks are getting dropped off at the location Monday. I can't really start working on stuff much till Wednesday, but I'm probably going to be working on it like Wednesday and then like get as much done as I can on the main stuff. And then I have my friend Kyle. He's going to be helping me out. We're both taking a couple days off from work to do this, actually. And I'm going to do the main stuff, and then I'm going to do a section, because 24 stuff's kind of easy, I would say. I don't want to say easy, but like you can kind of just move rocks to where you need them, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, so JP sent me the carbon look tutorial, so I'll send you to that. I'll send you that after the video.
Okay, awesome.
And if I don't send it to you by tomorrow, remind me, because you kind of might know my memory by now. Yeah, so we can check that out. But I did a teeter-totter. I made like a 7-foot long teeter-totter thing, so you have to go up slowly and like so it doesn't flop down on the end. I made like a log rope bridge. Like, you know, I took a bunch of like limbs and stuff, drilled holes in it. That took forever, by the way. 100 and something holes and sticks. Like, let me tell you, wicked fun. And then I put rope through them, and that's going to be a rope bridge thing. I made a couple ramps, a couple platforms. Um, but yeah, this is what I'm thinking of doing. I don't know if you guys can even really see this that well. It's going to start here on a little platform. Going to be about 6 feet of rock, I'm guessing. This is just a guesstimate because I don't know how much rock exactly I'm getting, and also I don't know the room I have exactly. I got tons of sticks now. Let me tell you. Well, I got 5 acres of land here, so me and the kids went around collecting sticks. It was exciting.
Yeah,
Right?
I got plenty of sticks and rocks.
Very exciting day. Let me tell you, collecting sticks and cutting them. I have a ramp that I made to go up onto this platform here. This is going to be the log bridge, which is about 82 inches long. Ended up being. Here's going to be like a 24 by 24 platform, just like a square box, and these are both about 30 inches up off the ground, so that the bridge is actually a bridge and not just on the ground. This is going to be like an Axial slide. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
It's like 2 bars that go down to the ground.
Yeah.
So I have some conduit, and I'm just going to put those there, so it's like it'll slide down to the ground. Just another little obstacle of rocks to kind of go around like a 90 degree to go around the other side of the box. And it's going to have like a ladder ramp. So it's like a ladder. You got to kind of make your way up the ramp here onto the box again. So you're kind of crossing over. And then have you ever seen the bridge things where you have to put the tires on like this? At Illuminati scale on the side of the culvert kind of things where we had to have our tire was the width of the wood.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something like that, but with unistrut because I have some unistrut, and that way it won't bend and flop around. So that's going to be, I don't know, about 4 feet long. I'm not sure yet. Go over to a platform, some kind of a ramp going down the platform, and then the teeter-totter, which is about 7 feet long. And then the teeter-totter triangle in the middle, the pivot point, I made that big enough so you can drive through it. So it's like a small tunnel. So it's going to wrap around here. I'm not sure what to do here yet. I don't want to do rocks again because it's already here. So I'm not sure. And also I'm going to have rocks here because this is a whole section of rocks. But here's going to have like a water pit. I'm getting ambitious. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put the biggest rocks I have in a rectangle, about 30 inches wide maybe, and about 4 to 6 feet long. And I want to put plastic, like sheeting, on the ground and then up on the rocks to make like a water hole. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense in people's heads.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and then I'm going to put rocks in it too, so it's not like you're just dropping on plastic, but that's just to hold the water. And then rocks at the end again. This is going to be just like a rock run at the end. So I don't know. And then plus I might just have some random stuff. The guy said he might have some culvert, like black pipe culvert for me that he's going to bring. Because he's
is this like a construction company thing?
The construction guy. So he might have some culvert pipe for me, and we can add that into there too and whatnot. So gonna be a busy couple of days just kind of moving rocks around and doing things. But I'm trying to make as much as I can to bring, so I don't have to move as much rocks in general, you know. And my friend's working with me. This stuff, the wood stuff's like almost all made. Like the only thing I have to do is I got to make like 2 platforms and a couple other things. So I'll just have to put them down and then place the rocks where I want. So I think it's doable. And then somewhere either in the middle here, because we're going to have tents over here. There's a 10 by 20 tent that I have that they're going to let me have to put up. But I also have 2 easy ups. I'm going to put those at the end and the start here. And then, so that way I'll have like rocks for like 24s and 18s and stuff like that. Again, this is all hopeful. And if anyone has any ideas on anything else to add that's kind of easy-ish stuff, this is my first time trying to do this. I don't even have this at my house. This is the first time I've ever built any of these obstacles. So, yeah. This is me going on the internet, doing some searching. I asked a couple people online. And then, yeah, this is what I came up with so far. We have no idea how it's gonna go. And there is a giveaway truck. Well, it's a raffle truck. It's a Element Enduro Sendero. It's like the scratch. What do you call it? It's black. And brown underneath.
Yeah.
So it's got that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then it's like a half cage in the back. So it's a cab with a cage. So
That's gonna be that's gonna get somebody excited, man. That'll get me excited for sure.
Yeah, and I think the tickets are going to be $2 each or 6 for 5. Is that what we were talking about? I think when I was talking to you.
6 for 10, you mean? Or
Whatever the math works. No,
$2 each would be 5 for 10.
5. Hold on. 3 for 5. That's it. Because it would be $6 and it'd be $1 off to make it 5. So 3 for $5. That's what.
Okay.
I think that's what we were talking about in the group chat. Because
Yeah.
I had no idea really. Because I don't want to go too high, but I also don't want to go like stupid low. You know, and it. Not that I have any money into it, but you know, for that, because like Summerfest bought that truck.
That's the fair that
Yeah, so it's called Hillsborough Summerfest. Oh yeah, it's in Hillsborough, New Hampshire. Everyone that I keep talking about, and that other than JD is not in this area. So JD says he did the last 2 full-size rock crawl at the fair. Yeah, because you had your Toyota, right? Like he's talking about full-size trucks. They used to put humongous boulders and concrete blocks and stuff down, and you could do a crawl on the backside of this field. They haven't done that in a little while though. They used to do a lot of cool shit. Like you used to be able to do that. Then they had like at one point they had a mud pit thing, and I remember a long time ago they had like an RC mud pit that they dug into the ground, and then they put like water and clay and stuff in. So you had to do,
that's cool.
you had to do like mud runs next to each other. I wasn't wicked into RCs back then. I did bring an RC, but I wasn't like crazy into it. I think I put my SDX 10 into it, so that just shows you what I had. No mud run.
Yeah, I built a
Honcho.
mud truck, and
I want to. I have the parts. I just haven't finished collecting the parts.
I mean, you're good at tearing apart and working on them. You got to be for mud, cause
Yeah. But yeah, I got like a the J Concepts Ford Ranger, no F-150 cab only. So I was gonna do like a cab only on something, and then like a flatbed. So it's like I was kind of going like for like a farm build. I was thinking it was like a farm truck, mud truck kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of like with that Bronco that I had. It's just like, Saturday night mudslinger.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't do much mud stuff, but more for like trail stuff / like I don't care if it goes into the creek kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, there was at the old USTE event. There was a mud trail for a few years. So we got the bright idea, like all of our friends, we're going to build mud trucks.
Yeah.
And then of course I was the only one that actually did it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I want to do it just because. I guess more trailing, honestly. I just trail with it. I'm not gonna really go mudding with it, you know. Yeah, they did ATV mud bogs a long time ago. I remember that. They did truck pulls. They used to do, and they did tractor pulls, like your modified like lawn tractor kind of thing.
Yeah.
They used to do that. So it used to be called the Balloon Fest a long time ago. Since I was a kid, up until a few years back, because they used to have hot air balloons there every year. And they out in the field where we're going to be would be like the takeoff day on Sunday, so you could see all these balloons getting filled up and taking off and stuff. And actually, my dad, he used to have 14 acres, and like 10 of it was a field, and a couple times they had landed in the field, and I guess that's ceremonial to like give like a bottle of champagne. So we would come home and there'd be a bottle of champagne on the steps for like letting them use the field.
Interesting.
Yeah, I never knew that either. But less and less balloons are in the area. I mean, who does hot air balloons, really? So they were.
Yeah.
The last few times it was called Balloon Fest, they got like 1, maybe 2, and they're like, all right, we need to pivot this. It can't be called Balloon Fest anymore. Oop, because there's like none. Oh my god, I love doing beadlock wheels, like that are actual beadlocks. Said no one ever. So did you say that you have a design for that, or you just have the color design? Like I know you're talking about the carbon fiber, possibly. I'm guessing you're taping off like the bed section area. Obviously doing the window masks.
Yeah, I did the window masks. I'm taping up the front grill. Just gonna maybe do like the chrome on the front grill.
Yeah. Yeah, remember the chrome. Okay, yeah.
So chrome on the windows and the grill.
I always thought about doing maybe a chrome color on the window, almost like it's like a mirror tint.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I usually just do black half the time because I ran out of the shade or whatever you call it, the tint. The black tint from oh, I popped a bead. Can I get it back in? I can. Okay. I ran out of the Tamiya tint black or whatever. So half the time now I just black it out. Because I'm not going to have any.
Yeah.
Because on a Lexan, I haven't done an interior on a Lexan truck ever.
I thought about doing a simple interior, but I'm like, I got enough.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I just haven't. I was surprised that the LC70 didn't come with an interior. It comes with like the dash, that killer body, or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, you can buy the interior though, and it's nice. I mean,
yeah, it was like $60 or $70, I think, for everything. I think, but then I found, I think, on Colts that someone sells a file. I might just buy that. Like they have a bunch of interior parts.
Yeah, I know they used to sell. If they don't still, they used to sell a kit with like I think it was like roll-up windows and stuff for that body.
Oh, really?
Like you can go, you can go crazy with that killer body.
Can't wait to put it together. I kind of forgot I had it, honestly. I started collecting some parts, and then I was like, okay, I'll collect the rest later. And then I put the box kind of in the corner because I just did, wanted room. And then I was organizing the other day. Okay, I say organizing. I was moving stuff from one side to the other of the area. And I was like, that's right. I forgot I had that thing. I got to do that. So I ordered the transmission. Because I have the Axial's transmission. I bought like an SCX 2.2 SCX 10.2 chassis rail set, like just the rails.
Okay.
And I bought leaf springs. I just bought random parts, honestly. They're probably not going to work well perfectly together, but I'm just going to make them work. And I'm going to design my own skid, design my own chassis races, that kind of stuff around the leaf springs. But I've never done a leaf spring build, so this should be interesting.
I think you'll dig it, man.
I'm sure I will. I almost feel like I should have bought like a kit, like a leaf spring truck kit. But I'm like, we're just gonna dive right in. JD says you could always hear the truck pulls when he was little from his house. I didn't realize that you lived that close. For some reason, I thought you lived in Deering, not Hillsboro. I don't know why.
So it's an interesting note. Living in Florida, I live near Tampa, and the county that Tampa is in is Hillsborough County. So I was kind of laughing when I saw it's in Hillsborough, New Hampshire.
Hillsborough Town, New Hampshire is in Hillsborough County, New Hampshire. So it's Hillsborough and Hillsborough, New Hampshire.
How far are you from there?
It's like 15 minutes ish. Well, 20 minutes probably total if you go all the way to the field. Hillsborough is like 10 to 15 down the road, like 10 really. My mom lives in Hillsborough, and she's like 12 minutes from my house. So it's not horrible. And the person running it, I went to school there. Old JD and I both did. She's kind of the town person. She does a lot of the... Honestly, don't know what her role is, but she has a ice cream shop in town and this and that. And she runs a lot of this committees, I think, and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, she's probably part of the Chamber of Commerce.
Something like that. I know she's very well.
Come hang out.
She's very into it. and she runs the whole Summerfest, I believe. Like, she puts it all together, gets it all situated. And she was like, she randomly sent me a Snapchat, and she was like, "What can we do for this stuff? I did live in doing other than end along with it." Oh, that's what I thought. Okay. I was like, I could have sworn he was in Deering, but he was where I thought he was, but it was where he could still hear it. Now that makes sense. I forget locations. Yeah, so she runs all that stuff. So she reached out, like, Snapchatted me like a random like Snapchat video, I think, or something, and she was like, "What can we do to get this in to the fair?" And it was like a truck. It was a truck crawling up a waterfall, like rock, and I'm like, well, first of all, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to make a waterfall in the middle of the thing. There's a river out back, but it's not where anything is, you know? I was like, well, let me swing by and see what you're actually looking for. And it turns out she was more looking for like a course type of thing. Like, okay. I was like, okay.
I can do that.
We can do something like that. And originally, because I've never done this before, I'm like, how the frig am I going to make a mountain? Because I like to climb things in the middle of a field. That's a lot of rocks. But then when I realized, like I said, what she was going for and this and that, and I was like, all right, I think we can get this going, because there's this thing called the internet, and I can do research. And I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, but I mean that's how people get started, and that's how people do it, man. Like they just do it.
Exactly. Well, originally she and I were like talking about maybe doing like a small comp thing and this and that. Like we were gonna do. Okay, this is how ambitious we were at the beginning. We're gonna do a 1/10 comp with a course. We're also gonna do a 1/24 comp with a course. We're gonna have 3 prizes: first, second, and third. And we're gonna have giveaways and raffles. And I was like, later on, I was like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this is gonna work for me. I don't. It just. I'm getting a little anxious just thinking about it, and I don't really have the time to do all the stuff you're talking about, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, like you'll have more time next year, so.
Yeah, JD says she graduated with Craig and I. She's running town events and owns an ice cream truck. Well, ice cream place, not a truck really, but close. And we still play with toys, he says. Yeah. So I was like, oh, how hard is it to do a comp? Like, it can't be that bad. And then I'm thinking, like, I gotta deal with like penalty stuff. I gotta deal with time stuff. Then I'm like, well, maybe I just do a time thing only. And like, but then I'm like, do I want to deal with people like arguing over times and this and that? I'm like, this is my first one. So when I messaged her and I was like, do we really need to do comp stuff? Can we just do like a kind of get together thing? And she's like, I was almost kind of thinking the same. Since this is the first one we're doing together, like setting up, why don't we do like a get together, like meet and greet kind of thing? And I was like, I'm going to tell you right now, you just saying that just lowered my anxiety about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about around here, but I know like I see stuff on Facebook and whatnot. People get crazy with the comp stuff, like, because you got the rule. And that was the other thing. I was like, class 1, 2, 3, or do I just do a free for all? But then like somebody with like a wizard like I have, or like a buggy competing against like someone with a trail truck, like, how am I gonna do this? Like, am I gonna have 3 classes really? Like, this is nuts.
Yeah, because I don't know if you saw us talking in the chat, like with the guys in Florida, but it's like the local place there has what they call a loaded dice comp, where it's no scale points, any class. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, why wouldn't I bring a $3,000 titanium cage buggy?
Yeah. So I
And
was
they're like, oh, you never know. Sometimes the small, lesser truck wins. And I'm like, okay, but like, how often is that?
yeah, and I just trying to figure out rules and classes and stuff. It just didn't sound fun to me. But maybe I told her, you know what? Now that we have like, we can see what the outcome's going to be here. Maybe get some advice from people, like info on what they want.
maybe you can find a guy that can be account director next year.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because right now it's just me and my friend Kyle, really. So it's like 2 people, and then like I know you're gonna be there, but you're not here. You can't be here. Like, you live like almost 3 hours away. Like
2.5.
2.5. That's right. You can sleep in. I forgot.
Yeah. And since I'm old, I do get up early. So I mean, I could probably be there by 8 o'clock,
So
no problem.
I was almost thinking about probably getting up like 7-ish and then going down there for like probably 8 or something. Like, what's funny
If
is
I beat you there, we're gonna have a problem.
I know, right?
I'm just putting that out there. But
My friend Kyle that's helping me literally lives half a mile from it. So that works out pretty nice. So if I need to leave anything anywhere, I can just go over to his house and leave it there. Because I'm bringing my 4-wheeler down to like move like rocks. Like if I need to move like a couple of them instead of having to move one at a time. And if it's more than like 2 feet, I can throw it in the. I have a little trailer, so I figured I'll bring the 4-wheeler with a trailer, and we'll be able to move stuff around. Plus, if I need to like nudge things or something, I got a winch on it.
yeah, my Camry's a sport, so it's got some extra oomph behind
There
it.
we go. Oh, did I lose that washer? I did not. Nice. But yeah, so that's gonna. I figure. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was gonna bring the 4-wheeler down like Wednesday when I go down, but I'm like, do I really want to truck it back and forth on the trailer over and over? But I think I might just like drive it up to his place and like leave it there, and then bring the trailer on Sunday again. That way I don't have to take it off the trailer over and over. You don't have to do this, and it's just one less thing I have to worry about. Oh, these wheels originally were on this deadbolt a while ago, and then they got swapped to something else. Then I put something else on it, and this and that. Blah, 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 and they made it on the deadbolt again. Oh, I never bought the U joints for this. I just realized.
So I'm guessing there's going to be people there that have never crawled before.
So, and this is the other thing. I'm trying to make it so it's like kind of inclusive, I guess, a little bit right now today because this time because it's a get together, and I know I'm going to tell I'm going to say it's only crawlers on the course. Really, I don't want like people trying to bring their stampede and whatever on it just because it's not going to do anything, and I don't. That's the other thing. I don't like dealing with people. So like, they're gonna bring this thing over, and it's like, no, that doesn't go on this. This is not what this is. So that's another thing I've been kind of like weary about, I guess you could say. Like, I don't want to tell them F off because I want to be a nice guy, but at the same time,
But I mean, is it really going to hurt if they try to bring their stampede?
Well, it depends, what it is. Because the thing is, like a stampede, I guess it's one thing, especially if it's 4-wheel drive. But the thing, if it's open diffs, they're just going to be sitting there spinning tire and possibly ruining stuff. I don't know. Because it's it's not locked diff and everything. And then you got the guys that think they're funny or something, and they're going to try to like bash on it. I don't know. I don't care too much, honestly, but I also don't want to ruin other people's fun, and I don't want to ruin the stuff that I put like hours and hours into for the people that I kind of curated it for. I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
like 2 guys go and run on it, and then some guy goes on there with his stampede or something or whatever, and just like breaks this or that, and I don't have anything to fix it. And it's like, sorry guys, you got to go around this obstacle now because this guy messed this up over here. Like, I mean, I know things might break, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to, I guess, limit the destruction. Because a stampede, you think, or anything like that, you just kind of think, bashing. I don't know. I might be just thinking too much into it, and no one's going to show up with anything that's wrong,
That's the spirit.
That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, okay, I got those on there.
Well, I mean, I would love to bring like a loaner rig for people to, for like kids and, people to try.
I thought of that, but at the same time, like, if there's a lot of people, I don't want, like, because I just know that kids are going to show up and they're going to want to do it, which is totally fine if they bring one or their dad brings one, but like, my son is 8 and he still doesn't 100% get the crawling aspect of it. Like, he runs into things all the time. You know, I just had to replace the servo horn on my Helamon because he was. I mean, it's a Helamon. I guess I shouldn't have gave my 8-year-old son a Helamon. It's a Fusion 8 in it, but you know, because he stripped the servo horn. Actually, I still have it because he kept bashing into trees. You know, because he wasn't paying
Right.
attention. I guess I probably shouldn't have put 3. Maybe I should have put 2S in there instead of 3S too. Well, okay, so
Well, that's
I'm
my
gonna,
thought. It's like
I'm
really
gonna,
the only
I'm gonna say
loaner truck I have is my SCX 10 deadbolt, which is my first ever crawler, and
yeah, and you can't get all the stuff for that anymore. So, like the body and stuff, I don't think you can get that body anymore.
no, and I did find a fairly minty body in Florida that I bought to kind of restore mine.
Yeah. I kind of wish I have my honcho still, but it's one of those things where it's what is that? The ship thing where if you replace all the parts, is it still the same? It's that kind of a deal.
George Washington's axe, where the handle's been replaced 3 times and the head's been replaced 4 times, but it's
Exactly.
still George Washington's axe.
It's my original honcho, quote unquote, but I've replaced the rails, the skid, the body. It's now a 6x6. The axles are AR60s because that was a cool thing back in the day. You know, the only thing that's stock is I still have the front cross member that holds like the shock towers, and I think 1 cross member in the back, and that's it. Other than that, everything's been swapped or replaced for something else at some point. So, you know, it's my original quote unquote honcho.
Yeah, mine's a little more original than that. I kind of had it as a game because those original SCX 10s, like the all the links were like rubber, and
yeah, definitely.
so I bought like the green anodized like Chinese upgrade kit, and like every time a link would bend, I would replace it.
I found it. I found the thin lug wrench wheel. Guess where I put it?
Where
In my bin of wheels. Where I should have.
all right, now we can start the live.
Okay, guys, we'll start now. Freaking idiot. I remember now that as soon as I looked in there and saw it, I was like, I remember that I did that.
Have you checked the chat recently?
Yeah, there's not much going on. There's people there, but people are watching, but like there's no one really talking, which is fine. Still love you guys. Last thing was JD talking. Yeah, JD's been the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 8. Oh, and Thin Digital said Dark Magic, but I forgot what we were talking about at that point. I think when I said something about, I don't know how you heard the truck pulls in Hillsborough from Deering or something. I think because I didn't realize, I forgot where in Deering he lived at the time.
So is JD coming next weekend? Now that we're talking about the right person,
He said possibly. I think that there was some plans with family, possibly too. Like
that's
so
weak.
he's not. I know that's what I said. And I told him, hey, if you want, you design the 24 stuff because he's a huge 24 guy. But apparently he wasn't into it.
Wow.
I know, right? I will say he's much less of a outgoing person than I am. And I was surprised that he even had a Instagram when I found out he had Instagram a little ways back. So if he goes, he's definitely just going to be running, hanging out.
I'm gonna be irritating the shit out of him
Probably.
because you know me.
Oh yeah.
I don't shut up. So JD's gonna be my new best friend. And if he lives close by me, if he doesn't show up, I may go over there.
It's not that far, and I know where he lives. I was just over there. Oh, I got to go over there again. I got to drop off his bug sprayer. I've had it for like a month now. Luckily, he doesn't need it right now, but I feel like a dink because I just keep forgetting. I know he says he doesn't need it and it's fine, but the thing is, if I... JD says, I'm trying. I know he says he doesn't need it right now, but this is the problem. When he does need it, I'm going to have forgotten still, and it'll still be chilling in my garage.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to not be that guy. Tomorrow, my friend Kyle's coming over because we're going to make some more obstacle stuff. And after that, maybe I'll swing over there and just drop it off. Even if he's not there, I'll still swing over. Just put it in his yard or something.
Can I pop a squat under one of your canopies next weekend?
Oh, definitely. I got 2 canopies, and then we're gonna have a 10 by 20. So I was thinking the 2 canopies are gonna be like me. You know, like one will be like so I can sit underneath and this and that, and the other one I might like put like a lot of my trucks on the table, sort of thing. So like the one with me would be like you and me hanging out or whatever.
All right.
Kind of like we did last time, honestly. But I mean, we separated last time, but you know. And then the 10 by 20, I figured I'm just gonna. Oh, that is not happy. What's it hitting? It's not. Oh, it's hitting the. It's hitting the portal box. The wheel I wanted to put on, and the offset I wanted to put it on with. The thing is, it rubs on everything. I'm not really a huge fan of these Klingons anyways. Well, they're fake Klingons, but I have some Klingons also. Maybe I should just not do these Klingons. It's like the lugs are too big. Like, I like my ruptures. But like the Endura Klingons, it's like the lug is too tall and it just flops a lot of times when it like goes over stuff. So instead of gripping and pulling, it just flips the rubber, it seems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just me. I mean, I know people like them. I also have these Upgrade RC razors, which are like their version of the rupture. JP says, are you going to have a bounty or challenge line? So I'm kind of hoping with the extra rock that I have and the concrete stuff to make like a mountain of rocks. You know, just like just pile the rocks and like make lines off of those. But I'm not sure. I need to make sure what I have for rocks. You know what I mean? Like I want the main course set up, and then whatever's extra, kind of do something like that.
Did you mention a slide on your course diagram?
So I do have a slide. I just wasn't sure where to put it, but also I wasn't sure what to do with it because I know you said something about going up it, but I know I've tried to go up slides and it's completely.
Well, I mean, there's your bounty line.
It's like witchcraft if you do that, which I guess that could be the bounty line thing, like going a slide, and it's just so slippery. I've never been able to go up a slide at all. I don't know. I'll bring it with me and mess around with it. But also, because I guess I could put it like on the rocks, like in the rocks or whatever, you know, like weigh it down. So maybe I'll put these Upgrade RC tires on because they're like, supposedly these things are wicked good. Yeah, and these feel stiffer. The lugs are like a stiffer lug, and they're not flipping over. Like this is like just flopping when I run my thumb on it, and these ones kind of stay up. Huh. What were you saying? Sorry, I got sidetracked by feeling rubber.
Well, I was gonna say like you could just screw like a piece of wood, you know, every few feet or whatever, you know, to kind of help get up the.
Oh, okay, yeah, like screw it into the plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like ladder, like you know, you gotta wing it up a little bit, and kind of like you know jump, like not jump it, but kind of like goose it every so often.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh, and then what you could do? How about you put them at say whatever interval, and then whoever gets up it, they moved on to the next round, and you like take out every other one, kind of like a king of the hill. Take out every other piece of wood.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was like confused for a second there, but now that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if I don't have a prize for it really. Oh, you know what though? So Big Kid Tiny Truck's gonna be there, and he's gonna give some giveaway stuff. So maybe I can see if he'll like do something for it. I don't know. I don't want to say someone's gonna do something, but like you know, I can. He's the only one I can really ask about as of right now.
Yeah, is he on YouTube? I'm not familiar with him.
Big Kid Tiny Truck. He sells servos, ESCs, stuff like that. He's like a small company, kind of doing electronics and stuff like that.
Okay.
He has like a YouTube, but he doesn't really. He uses it mostly just for like showing off product, I guess you could say. Like,
does he have his own brand at electronics?
Yeah, Big Kid Tiny Truck, BKTT.
Okay.
So I have a few of his. Actually, this right here is his ESC. It's like the Escape 32 ESC, and the icing motor that it's like a little 1224 motor, I think it is, brushless outrunner. And then it has his motor plate on it to adapt it to the transmission, SX24 transmission. Then I have his ESC and I think 3 other trucks. Then I bought some. He also sometimes, like not always, but like he'll have like J Concepts tires and stuff like that. Oh, Terry Barker says he bought 2 Reefs XP10s. Man, that was a pretty penny.
Yeah, I think so.
Dang, high roller. They look like they do pretty good though. I just don't have that kind of money. From the videos I've seen, like West Desert Wheeler and stuff like that, having them, they look pretty good. Reeves, he's the helicopter guy, right?
What do you mean, a helicopter guy?
I think it's been a joke. I guess like one of his commercials or like promotions, he like got flown in on a helicopter because his buddy has a helicopter,
Oh,
and it was more of like a. I think it was more like like a wow factor thing, but then people are like, "Oh, you on your helicopter?" Blah blah blah, like kind of like just making fun of him a little bit, like jokingly making fun of him.
yeah. I don't think some people are joking.
Oh, possibly. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I've met him a few times at USDE. Doesn't seem like a bad guy. He's not really an overly friendly guy.
Oh, really?
I mean, he doesn't go out of his way to like
It might
talk
not.
crap about.
It might not even be
people.
him, anyways. So yes, it is. Okay, yeah. I don't have anything reefs, so
He's always been cool to me.
yeah.
You know. One of the guys that used to work for him, Luke, that's a funny bitch, man.
Oh,
that guy is hysterical. But I don't think he works for Reefs anymore.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, the bead did seat. Yeah, it does not look like it. This is a weird bead.
And those guys, I mean, when they go to events, like they go to party, I will say. Have you ever hung out with like the crawler cult guys?
No, I don't really hang out with many people locally or anything locally. Tilted Tomsky says, "Hey guys, JD says he's heading out. He's hoping to see you next Sunday, but he'll
That's not what I
see."
hear.
I know it sounds like he's just saying straight up no, but it sounds like a lot of excuses, honestly. And he says he's going to try and get the SR5 to Gleason's tomorrow for its first test run. So I'm going to see if I can make it. I don't know. Oh, you're going to go in the morning, and I'm going on a trail walk with the kids and the wife, so probably not. I just remembered that.
Family, once again, man. God, ruins everything.
Dang it. Anna's like wicked excited to bring us to this trail that she went to with some of the clients at work. So I was like, okay, let's check it out. So it's not too far away. It's only like half an hour away. Oh, that's what I'll do. In the morning, I'll go do that, and on the way, I'll drop off his sprayer. That sounds like a good. That sounds like a good
Throw it
plan.
through his front window.
Well, possibly. The thing that sucks is he lives like down a sort of long driveway, so I can't even do a drive-by. Ugh. I gotta go down there, throw it through his window, turn around, and then leave.
And then if he gets stuck, you got to have a real awkward conversation where you got to knock on his door and be like, "Hey, dude,
I just threw that through your window. Can you?"
Some guy just threw something through your front window, and I was driving by. I tried to chase him, and I got stuck.
Yeah.
So,
can you help me out? Oh, and you were just giving me a hard time about family. I know. I forgot. I'm not good at the memory thing. I think we established.
Is any of the family going to be there next weekend?
So my older daughter, she said that she would come and hang out, but we'll see because she's 16. So I mean,
yeah, I was going to say that's a big commitment.
We'll see. She did go to when I went to Ruggles Mine last year. She did go with me and drove a truck around there and hung out. So we'll see. Which Ruggles Mine, that'll be a good one too. Oh, today they had a laser light show at Ruggles Mine. In the canyon, and I was gonna go to it, but then it started freaking pouring here, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to get caught in the pouring rain, so I just ended up not going. I thought it would have been wicked cool, I'm sure, but between the kids and stuff, and yeah, I know for me, I'd be like, oh, I'm wet. That sucks. But the kids would be like, no, you know. So hopefully next time. I guess they've been like working on a laser light show down there to music and everything. It was gonna be like 45 minutes. Wait a minute, this is totally tight, and the wheel is just spinning inside the bead. Come on. Let me just double check. I'll tighten all these again. I literally was spinning the bolt, and I could, yeah, I'm spinning the bead all the way around, and it just spun it right out. What the heck? Is it the wheels or is it the tires? Oh, I forgot to put the clamp ring in.
That'll do it.
Oh my god. I guess that just shows you how long of a day it's been. I'm pretty sure it was in there at one point though, so that's a little weird. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah, Ruggles Mine was a cool thing last year. He has... Oh, Big Kid Time Truck's going to be there too for that one. For like a sponsor / giveaway or whatever. And then...
And that's in October?
I think it was October, I believe. 17th and 18th, I think. I don't
Okay.
remember. And it's you can camp there, like if you have like a, you can yeah. There's a couple camp. At the top where the parking area is, there's a couple camp spots, and I think there's some out in the woods and stuff too and whatnot. I've never camped there before, but I've been there in general.
So the good news is the local group. Remember I was telling you about the guy that's got the playground in his backyard.
Yeah.
About a half hour from me.
Mm-hmm.
One of those guys shared up your event to go.
The Ruggles Mine?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, hey, I'm going if anybody wants to carpool.
Yeah. I think, dude, when I went there last year, it was wicked cool. I mean, I will give you a heads up. There's mica everywhere, like mica dust, the shiny stuff. Everywhere.
Okay.
So if you have a truck that you don't want getting wicked shiny and covered in mica, maybe not bring that.
Shiny like permanently, or
I don't want to call it permanently exactly, but let me show you a set of tires. Oh my god, my back is killing me from working on all that wood. Like I shouldn't have said that. My back's killing me from working on that wood. Working on all that lumber stuff. I have a set of tires that were on my LC80 that I ran for a while afterwards, and I ended up swapping them out. And where'd they go? They were still silver. It takes a while to wash it off the body too. That's the only downfall to it, I will say. Going there. And I can.
Is there any trails, or is it more like crawling?
So it was all mostly crawly stuff. But that was last year. This year there's actually going to be trails and competition stuff. And like I wouldn't say trails like you're thinking of, like not like Illuminati scale.
Not like dollhouse trails.
Yeah. But he's going to have like competition trails kind of thing. You can go wherever pretty much. It's just there's going to be some designated. Oh my god, I finally found it. I have literally a bucket of freaking tires. So this, I don't know if you can see how shiny that is.
Yeah.
That's the mica dust on these tires. And I like kind of washed it off. Like I didn't like scrub it. But I ended up swapping the tires like soon after anyway, so I wanted to try some other ones. So I didn't really try hard, but it's like shiny. So maybe your mud run truck and stuff and some other, maybe like a Compass truck and the mud run truck. I don't know. Because
Right.
the comp stuff is going to be not in the mica area as much. It's going to be more in the rocks in the woods. But the kind of cool areas in the mine there's mica absolutely everywhere. Oh, look at that. It's weird. The tire is staying on the bead when I put the clamp ring in. Who'd have thought? It's definitely cool. Like, it's just... I just want to give a little heads up about the mica dust everywhere. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
like all my trucks. Honestly, I think it came off of the plastic and all that. It's just for some reason the tires are just like on that set. It might be just that set of tires too. Who knows? Like, maybe just whatever Petrozzi makes it out of just loves mica. Because I drove my TRX6, well, quote unquote TRX6, Jolly Green, and most of that's all gone. Oh, I should have fixed that today. I got to fix a shock on it. Here I am dealing with stupid little tires, not knowing how to put a clamp ring in apparently. And I had a shock I could have fixed. For some reason the whole bottom seal pack blew out. Oh, there goes a rubber mat I couldn't find for a while. See, even this one has like some silver still on the tires, but not as much on these Klingons. So, but I've also ran this a little bit more than those other tires. I'm going to fix that shock tomorrow. Although I've also said that for the last couple of weeks or a couple months.
I may bring my 6x6.
Up, if you go to Ruggles especially, there's some steep stuff that 6x6s can do and 4x4s can't. So it's wicked cool. That thing.
I mean, mine's more scale, but
oh yeah, well, might not be able to climb up there, but there's some stuff that climbed up there that was, I don't want to say scale, but it was definitely not compy. I did climb, so maybe.
I mean, it's a Lexian body, but it's got like a bed cage and stuff, so
yeah,
and a lot of lights. But I may, what I may do is get an anvil cab. By then, get an anvil cab and mount it on there, and then do some kind of like flatbed to where it's,
Well, that barely clears now. Just trying to think if they're too small. Don't look at this.
Of course, the problem is that's where you bent your Jolly Green Giant, right?
Sure is. It also fell off of the cliff. Like
right, but my 6x6 are cross, and parts are like unobtainium for those.
Yeah.
So
unobtainium and and it's more of like you said, like a scale-ish truck, so it might be easier to break in general, right?
Yeah,
because it's not like because it's got a lot of plasticky bits and stuff. Like
but
questionable.
Yeah.
I'll let you drive some of my trucks that I don't care about. So if you want.
I mean, I definitely got trucks that I don't have to go up the cliffs and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, no, I'm just saying, like, you can drive the Jolly Green's already fell off at once. It'll fall off again, no problem. So if you want to drive that one up, go ahead. It's still got a bent frame. I want to design a new frame. Hey, how's it going, Mark Tron? Says hello, fellas. And fillettes. I don't know if there's any fillettes here. I've only ever seen Barbie Girl and Lindsay from 24 Yup that I know of that were a girl. I want to make a new chassis for the Jolly Green because it's bent, and I don't want to buy another one because they don't. As far as I can tell, he doesn't sell just the rails. He has to buy all the parts, and it was like $200 and something for that chassis kit.
Oh.
And I have everything else, and it's all 3D printed, the other stuff anyways. So it's like I don't want to buy all that again. I just need rails. So I'm thinking about just designing my own rails. What I wanted to do was, and not many people do it this way, but I was thinking about doing it this way. Design my own rails, and if they work out well, and if people maybe like them, make them and like sell them, and then sell them with like an option to do, like, I'll print the parts that I design as a kit, or you just buy just the rails and the files are up on like Maker World or whatever, and you can print them yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I put everything up on Maker World pretty much for my files, for my normal stuff. So I was thinking about doing something like that for that. Because it just sucks to like buy a kit that's 3D printed and then you can't replace parts that get broken because they don't put them up for download,
Yeah.
And then I don't have to sit there printing the same chassis brace 1,000 times. Okay, I'm not going to sell 1,000 probably, but you know what I mean.
No, but
over and over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. I'd rather sell the chassis rails and then other people print it. But then if they don't have a printer, I'll print it. And that'll be like just an upcharge kind of thing. I don't know. Sounds like it might work. because I know I would love it if people did that, but I'm not everyone. So it's just I know a couple times I've bought stuff and there's 3D printed parts and like it stripped out or something, or whoever printed it like didn't compensate for the holes correctly, so the holes are too big. No one likes that, and they don't thread in. It's very Prusa like, yeah. Actually, now does Prusa let you download their files and print? I don't remember how that works. Do you buy
Yeah,
that?
I mean, you have to buy the printer and it's complete, but yeah, you can they give you all the files on, I think their website's Printables.
Yeah, well, they have printables. I know that, but I didn't know if they gave you like their files for so you can reprint them. And
Yeah, because I mean, really, the metal part and the electronics is the because like my Prusa Mini is black and orange, but like let's say if you wanted to do yours blue, you could reprint everything in blue.
Gotcha. Okay. And Mark Tron says it is a great idea that way. So I know that's kind of what I feel like. I like printing for myself, and then like a couple of things for to sell and this and that. But I like my files that the stuff that I sell on my Etsy and whatnot. That are 3D printed. The files are up on Maker World for free. The only reason I sell them is for people that don't have printers, so people can have it.
And the other thing you can do too is you can license it to where like I can download the cross members and I can print them, but I can't sell them. But then if I modify them, then I have to be able to give them away, you know.
Yeah.
So let's say I come up with different body mounts than you do, like I would still have to give those files away.
Yeah, that's true. Because they, what do they call that? Retribution or not retribution? I know what you mean. It's one of the 3D printing like like licensing option that people use a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this. See, even stock, this thing hit the freaking bumper over and over, and it was pissing me off when I was trying to use it. Do I really want to chop this body up? I mean, I know I don't really care for it, but it's like like I don't know.
I mean, if it rubs, like, is it really limiting travel when it rubs?
The problem is that it grabs this full on bumper.
Oh, can you trim the bumper?
So I was thinking like maybe trim like a triangle, like that people do a lot, and then I just got to trim like the front of this off, like the edge of that off.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I really don't like where they cut halfway up the door.
Well, yeah, like it's a short door. Look how big this fender is. Like,
Well, I'm saying like and not to pick on like 24 yet, but like where they would cut it like at that belt line.
Oh yeah, well, I do that on a couple things. More for
yeah,
comp.
but I mean that's
compy. So
yeah, I get it. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
I would rather take a different line.
Yeah. No, I get it. And there's some that I have like with the Delica, I did as little as I had to trim to get the tires to not rub. Like I wanted to have like wheel wells, not like just chop the whole bottom off. Yeah, I've done that with a few things. Like I sold my SCX24 Bronco. Everyone, like if you look online, there's very few that are still full fendered. Like I wanted to keep the fenders, so I made it kind of like a sort of mall crawler looking,
Right.
It's got small tires with like wide offset, but like it'll still crawl. But I didn't chop like people were taking like the fenders off. They were chopping the roof off, so it was a convertible one, like this and that. I just didn't really want to do that. I wanted to keep the whole body. I'm gonna put these tires on, and then I'll see where we're at, and I'll just do some trimming on that one. I don't care for the body that much anyways, so I guess if I'm trimming it up, I'm just gonna either replace it later anyways, or you know what I mean. So
right.
And let's be real, I'm never gonna sell the body because I don't sell anything. I hate dealing with people to buy stuff. I still have my C10 body from my first SCX24. It just sits there on the shelf, just as like I got it, I guess. And then I tried chopping it up one time for a build, and it looked kind of dumb. And so it just sat there. I should just throw it away. Keeps, save some space. Yeah, there we go. Klingons. There we go. I had these tires for probably a couple months and I just didn't know what to put them on. I just think this is going to be a good build to put it on. Because they're portals. So it's, I don't need humongous tires. Go. And I will say, once this truck I saw it in the sun, like outside, I liked it more, the body. So it's not like it's totally hideous to me. It's just not really. Oh, speaking of Chevys, that new J Concepts body, man.
Yeah, the new Colorado.
Yeah, I think I've said it before, and I just kind of said it again, like just a minute ago. Not really a big Chevy guy. I like that body.
Yeah, I want to see it on some. Well, I mean, again, I'm a scale guy, but like, honestly, I kind of like it, even like how they mocked it up, like on a whatever 1/10 chassis with um with good sized wheels and tires, but
Yeah.
like the wheel wells are shaped to where I think you could put a smaller wheel on it, wheel and tire.
Yeah, it sucks when they like make them bigger to be able to fit a 4.75, and I'm like, make it so I can trim it there.
Yeah.
Because like my LC80 that I have from FMS. Oh shit! I forgot to vent the tire. Luckily, there's only 2 in there. No, there's 3. The LC80 on that, they made it bigger, so a 4.6 is stock. So if you put a quote-unquote scale-sized correct tire, it's like looks so goofy because the wheel wells are huge. So you just kind of have to stick with it being a LC80 on like humongous tires.
Right.
Which is whatever. I mean, it's fine. It's just, some people want to take that truck and scale it out because it looks pretty good. And you kind of have to. People will literally put the right size tire on it, and it looks goofy, and they're like, "Oh, it's more scale," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it looks goofy now. Like, I get it, but that truck just unfortunately is not one you can do it to."
No, but I mean, it's like, no, is it going to be like a dollhouse truck? No, but I mean, it looks good, and
Well, the thing is, even with the bigger tires, it looks proportional with the wheel wells. You know what I mean? But if you put like even like a 4.55, looks kind of goofy because the wheel wells are so big.
right. Well, but like your Yukon, what is that? The LJ or the LC60, the pickup?
Oh, the pickup, yeah.
Like that thing looks rad on bigger wheels and tires. Like
Yeah.
it's got like the flares aren't as scale accurate as the killer bodies, but like
Yeah.
it looks rad, dude.
Yeah, I had what tires did I have on it that day?
They were like a bronze wheel.
Yeah, and I'm blanking on the tire. I don't know. Since then, I've had 2 other tires on it, so.
But it's just a
3
great
other
looking.
tires. Right now, I have Element grabbers on it, just because they looked like the right size off of the Zool. Size-wise, they look pretty good, and it's more of a trail truck, anyways. Supposedly, those tires aren't that great, but it's a trail truck. I have not had a really good set of tires on there yet, so.
Yeah.
I'll just run with it going scale. I had the Proline, the newer Proline Mickey Thompson XS tires on it just to test it out, and they did really good on that. But the problem was, I couldn't like climb anything really, like climb because the back of that truck hangs over so much. I was just like hitting tailgate everywhere. So I went back to another size. Smaller size. There we go. Okay, yeah, no, I'm okay with that so far. The problem is the portals hang down so low, but it's just how these trucks are, unfortunately. I haven't even bought anything for the convoy yet. These tires I had, these wheels I had. I got to get some, front. They make like portal boxes and brass boxes and stuff. Stunod says the grabbers work better if you trim some nubs. See, that's what I was kind of thinking. I think I talked about it on my, or asked about it on my Workbench Wednesday about them. And someone had said that they're not really worth even trying to mess with, but I was like, they're already there, and they were free with the truck. Well, quote unquote, free with the truck. So I was just gonna mess around with them. Maybe take a few lugs out every so often. There's a lot of lugs there because it's a grabber.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm missing a bolt on this wheel. 3 or 4, close enough. Oh, already 10:30, almost. Probably like 10:45ish, maybe 10. A little before 11, I'll probably head off, just because if she ends up calling me on the way home or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm
Yeah.
kind of at a stopping point, I think, for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do these tires. Pretty much, I'll just do these tires, these last 2, and I'll probably be done. I wasn't even originally gonna come on, like I was saying, but ended up being a pretty good night.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna go. I was like, maybe I'll just go in the garage. I got some lasering stuff I gotta do on some tumblers, but I'll just do that tomorrow night or something.
Is that for the diesel shop or?
No, that's actually for one of my buddies. Does he sponsors something to do with veterans. Honestly, I don't exactly know what it is, and he has somebody that's more local to him usually do the lasering on cups for him, but the guy like dropped the ball, I guess, and didn't do it for him. And he lives like over an hour away from me, so he just ended up Amazon shipping me all the tumblers, like a whole nother set of tumblers. Because I guess I don't know if the other guy has them or what. I have no idea. But he sent them to me, and I'm gonna laser on like it's like a 250th anniversary, for July 4th kind of stuff on one side, and the name of the people on the other side, and in the foundation name or something.
That's cool.
So yeah, I haven't used the lasers in a while. So yeah, nice to change it up. I do have a big sticker order I got to do for 6.3 diesels. I've been cutting those slowly. Got to finish that up in the next few days. Yeah. See, I should have been a little more productive today, probably, but after doing all that crap outside with the obstacle stuff, I kind of wanted an easy night. Worked out.
Trying to decide if I want to get more ambitious with this or not.
What'd you end up doing?
So I just taped off the bed. There's some tape I put on the outside just because the clear plastic on the outside was a little scuffed up, and I don't want overspray.
Yeah.
So it looks a little weird, but basically taped off the center of the flat part of the bed, and I may try the carbon fiber on that, and then the windows, and then the grill. I may do I think I'm going to do the chrome grill.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so the window masks are a little shorter than the window opening. I think it's for window trim, and I was debating on getting a black marker and just kind of running around.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why a lot of window masks seem to do that. Like it's too small for the window.
Yeah.
And maybe like you said, they're for doing like a window trim. But anytime I've ever done a window trim was on the extra cab pickup.
Yeah, I may try to do it because if I screw it up, then it's my drift missile.
Yeah. Well, it's again, competition truck, whatever. It's gonna get beat to hell.
Exactly.
That's why the Wizard, even though I'm not a huge fan of the body that's on it, that it came with, I was like, it's gonna get beat to crap, and it already kind of has. Like one of the back post holes are already blown out from it flipping over so much. And I figured when I beat it up so much, I don't like, it's like unrecognizable or something, then I'll swap the body. It'd be like my test body to learn it.
Yeah.
And I saw that you were a fan of that other new J Concepts body that came out, right?
Oh yeah, the Brook or whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
the half beetle thing.
Yeah,
truck.
I
was just kidding. I think you said you didn't really care for it, but
Russ was the one that said he didn't care for it.
okay. I don't mind it. It's just I think that they should have the dimensions are a little, you know what I mean, like something's not right, but it's not horrible.
Well, but I mean that's a comp body. It's like this Forge. Like it's
true.
a comp body,
That's
you
true.
know.
I like the beetle trucks. So there's a few of them around New Hampshire. I had a picture of one the other day. Hey, how's it going, Rob? Rob, the computer guy just showed up. We're gonna be on for another probably 15-ish minutes or something. Finish up these wheels and whatnot. We're just talking about some bodies again. Well, we talked about the Chevy Colorado body, and then we're talking about the Brook or whatever it's called from J Concepts. And I can see it because it's kind of like you said, compy-ish. But at the same time, I feel like they could have fixed a couple of the lines. I don't know. I like it enough where I would maybe think about getting it, but I don't need a body right now. Oh, speaking of bodies, though, you know my rock slide, that big blue truck that was green when you saw it. The Vertex 6 clone thing, not clone, but
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
I've been doing like a lot more, trying to do crazier lines and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm wicked curious on what it's going to do with a Lexan body. So I ended up buying the Vertex Raptor body from J Concepts. And I bought all the Vertex 6 parts to mount the body, how the Vertex 6 is mounted. So we'll have that soon as a Vertex 6 looking truck now. You have impeccable timing, Robert. Yes, you do. I think one of the last lives too, you came in late.
Well, it was good talking to everybody. Good night.
See you later, Rob. Bye. I mean, hey, it's not too bad of a live for one that we weren't even going to do, possibly. Let's see here. I'm just curious how small these wheels are going to look, tires are going to look on this truck, because it's not horrible. These tires this truck came with bigger wheels, so yeah. Tire. Oh no, they're pretty close. I thought that they were much bigger. Yeah, same thing last time. That's what I thought, Rob. Yeah, good to see you, Rob. But see you later. Yeah, so these are probably the stock ones are about 3 or 4 millimeters taller. Do they have a size on them? 60 by 24.5. What were these? 57s, I think. Yeah, so they're about 3. I was thinking 3. I was thinking 4, so not horrible. Doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chop that front bumper area-ish. Let's see. See if we can hear the rubbing bad. Can't wait till this is magnets instead. Why is this so... Oh, steering trim is way off. There we go. Oh, I'm in neutral. What? One of my kids must have been playing with this thing. Throttle's reversed. Steering trim was off. Whoa, rubbing on something. Okay, well, I'm sure this will go brushless eventually anyways, so. Oh yeah, I heard some bumper rub. I'm like high standard on tires now. I wanted to hear, so it'd be like that. So turning that direction. Nope, too much. Oh yeah. He's folding over a lug and everything on there. There. Tires, tires, tires. I was going to put these wheels on because they're all brass from Trial. But I kind of like the silver better, so I ended up sticking with those. I was definitely back and forth, though. Do I have... I think I do. I have an obstacle over here. I have 3. I keep on meaning I gotta print those rocks. Oh, I was sent that file a while ago. I just remembered. Worst memory ever. I don't know of any underdrive or overdrive options for the straight axle CR18 variants. I don't have any straight axle ones, so I'm not sure. Don't they have gears though? Like ring and pinion? I'm pretty sure there's ring and pinion for Hobby Plus. Oh yeah, there we go. I want to put some brass rings in the front though. I'm pretty sure Hobby Plus CR18P. Hobby Plus CR18P, because they're the same axle pretty much. It's just they don't have the portal part. Unless it's just heel. Oh, they might just be helical ones and not actual under or overdrive. They have 1326, which I think are the stock ones though. Oh, that's true. CR18P Evo. Oh no. High plus pinion ring. So the CR18P Evo Pro Juice Up. No, stop it. I don't want to see that offer. Hell pinion and ring gear. Oh, they're the same. They're not overdrive, underdrive. They're just in the portals, I think. That's true, Stunod. The Arctos had a different ring and pinion. Okay, hey, check out the Shop Mini RC. He has a video on it actually. And I think if you take the Arctos, because they're the same on all of them. But if you take like the Arctos front, which is lower than like say your like the Rock Van and stuff like that, and swap it with the Rock Van rear, you get overdrive in the Arctos and you get underdrive in the Rock Van. Yeah, FX118, same thing. Any of the 4x4s I think are all the same ring and pinion, but then the Arctos has a lower ring and pinion, and so does the Terranaut. So the 6x6 and the 8x8. So that's the only thing I think. So you just have to look up what the stock Arctos yeah, what the stock Arctos one is if you want underdrive. But I don't know which. There's a shop where, yeah, so check that out, the Shop Mini RC. Oh, I just realized that Rob said the same thing. So I think it got it on. I think it got it. Oh, an Asia Tees they might have it. Yes, I remember seeing that. To be honest, I thought that may have been you because of all your hobby. Yeah, I have a lot of Hobby Plus shenanigans. But no, he made the video, and I figured there was no point to make the video. So I didn't, he did everything that it needed. So I just didn't post about it.
So what are your thoughts on an Arctos, the 8x8 or the 6x6?
So I have 2 Arctos, and I have the Terranaut 8x8. And they are fun trucks. One Arctos is my son's yellow one, and it's pretty much stock. It has like some links and stuff like that, but it has like a flatbed and everything. My Arctos is like not even an Arctos really anymore. It's just the bed's gone. I put a TRX 4M transmission in it, Fat Viper, yeah, brushless, obviously. Did like the metal front axle, the bed delete, and like I have a bed delete plate on it. And at one point, I actually had a rollback bed that I designed on the back of it. So it ended up being more like a 6x6 compish truck. So, and it's one of the first trucks that people were coming to the channel, I feel like, for. Because I did a lot of work on it. Like I did like brushless and this and that, and a bunch of stuff. And then I did the bed delete to make it more compy. And yeah, actually still has the CK crawling front visor on it from when I was CK crawling. Recently, I just put on the stock tires and the Steely Hobby Plus with the brass inserts, just because I liked it when it had these on it.
Which one's more fun, the 6x or the 8x?
It's kind of a toss-up, because I like my 6x6 Arctos the way I have it now for compish stuff. The Terranaut I like now. Well, I gotta work on it because I either blew the ESC or the motor or something. Something's not working right, but I put the stock motor back in it with a MB100 ESC, and I kind of made it more like Mudrunner-ish style. Oh, I didn't realize the tires. Oh, they'll never turn that way. That's right, because they're together. Made it more Mudrunner style with some like bogger size. Stumbling on my words. Bogger style tires, 1.3s, stuff like that, and then I put I put the Arctos flatbed on it, which it usually has the winch and like the hitch, fifth wheel hitch. This thing, because of the length of it and the weight, if you're trying to climb stuff, it just kind of goes because it's so big.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just cool that it's an 8x8 with 8-wheel steering. You know.
I mean, that seems like fun to me. And that's what, 1/18 scale?
1/18th, yep. So this is the same platform as the Convoy.
Right.
CR18P for all of it.
What body does the 6x6 have?
6x6 has a cab over. It's like a... But this is not how it usually... This bed is from here. I just did a bed delete for like a compish kind of look. And longer shocks, that kind of thing. So this one I can climb a lot of cool stuff, but it's like not truck looking anymore,
So the blue one, the 6x6 normally has a flatbed on it?
Yeah, the blue one, actually I have... My son has a yellow one, because it came in blue and yellow, and then they recently, not so long ago, released it in 2 other colors, too. Oh, there goes my Coke bottles! So okay, I just remembered that's not the usual bed either. This is a wood bed that I designed. But it's like this, but with this bed. Like that's the bed off of the blue truck. Right there. And it usually has like a winch right here with like a servo. And then there's a headache rack that usually goes here. With like, no, there's no lights on that. But yeah, it just goes there. But yeah, he loves just bombing around with this thing. I put like the metal links on it because I didn't want him to like be kind of floppy and whatnot, and I didn't put like any brass or anything on it. He hasn't even broken the drive shafts, which is surprising because he just literally bombs around with it all the time.
So the 6x and the 8x are the same scale, right?
Yep, they're all the same scale. Technically, we know how scale works.
Right, but I mean they're proportional to the same.
I think that I've never really I've put them together, but I've never. Okay, so this is this truck here, like that with an extra front axle.
Right.
And then this is just a 4x4.
So the 8x, you said it's 8-wheel steering?
Yep.
See, that seems fun. And is it a pistol grip radio or a stick radio?
It comes with the FlySky MG11. Where is it here? That's the MG6, MG6, MG11. But this is the wrong one. Where's the other one? Am I just wrong? Okay, so it comes with this MG11 like remote with a top like this, right? But that button down there, which is right here, is
Yeah.
that's the rear steer. So you can proportional steer like front and rear. This is the BTBS version of it, Bluetooth / whatever. It doesn't really do that.
I kind of want the 8x8.
The 8x8 is fun and it's nice.
How much are those new?
Well, they were just on sale, so it kind of sucks that you want it now. I don't think they're on sale right now, but DirectRC has sales all the time. And the Shop Mini RC has, I think, like 10% off if you do his code. Like the DirectRC, for some reason, I contacted them and they never responded to me. I was trying to get like a coupon code for people, but they haven't gotten back. They never got back to me about it. But the Shop Mini RC does, and he's a cool dude. That's Ken over there. But he, last I knew, had, I think, 10% off for his code.
So what are they before they're on sale?
I think they're $289 or so. Just look up Terranaut. It's like the only thing that's named that. So.
Well, I'm using my phone to.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. Well, it depends on where you look too, because FairRC has their own versions that are like color, like painted. But like right now, Heli Direct and FairRC, the regular one is $249. Heli Direct actually showed $229. Yeah, Heli Direct is showing $229. But FairRC is $249. I have 10% off there, I think. I'm pretty sure I have a 10% off Fair. Yeah, I do. But I don't know if it works on sales. I'm adding it to the cart and going to check because I'm curious now. Why is this so small? Why do I have my zoom at 80? 80, 60%. I don't know what I was doing last year.
Well, it's 10:45 and my blood sugar is getting low.
Yeah, hold on. Let me check this real quick. CKRC garage. I knew I still had a coupon code thing. Okay, so I have a coupon code still, but it's because it's on sale. It's not on. You can't use my coupon code, but technically, I usually have a 10% coupon code, and I think it's normally $259 or something. $269.99 normally.
So then 26 off of that, but it's $229 right now, which is $40 off. So.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. You can usually get it around that price. And A-Main is doing 18 to 20% off. Yeah, I know. I posted about it on my Facebook and on YouTube because I try to post when there's sales so people know with an affiliate link, of course. Mark Tron said he just printed a 4M skid and made it work with the Arc. Yeah, this skid right here is actually for the Arctos is up on MakerWorld for free to download if anyone needs it. Because I never saw like anyone that had put it online. I got my Arctos RNP from Motion RC is the part number. Huh. Let's see. What dumb comment do I have on Facebook just now? I'm sure it's dumb. Nope, no idea. I can't even pronounce it because it's a different language. It's like all the time now. I got my Arctos RNP.
I'm sure they want you to invest in their Bitcoin.
DirectRC does have it for $229 right now. I must have. Oh, I didn't look at that one yet. Yeah, so on sale at DirectRC for $229, which is a good price. That's more than I bought it for because I bought it when it was announced, and I bought it that morning.
And which one has the different colors?
So FairRC has their what they call FairRC mods, where they have like camel ones and this and that, like different colored ones already painted, and I think they're like $300 or so. Like it's like it's like an extra $40, I think. So.
Pass.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pass, like, especially when you do your own painting. So, and I guess the Arctos is $169 right now on DirectRC. Rob says that's a bargain. That's a good price.
Do you think does Arctos have 6-wheel steering?
No, it's only front wheel, so the steering radius is not as good as at all of the 8x8. You know, it's longer. Then Digital says you need to buy one on stream right now. It'll be like you did a giveaway that you won yourself.
I would, but I'm using my phone to record.
Well, give me your credit card number over YouTube, and I'll do it for you.
Okay. Yeah, my mother's maiden name, and
I need to know the street that you grew up on too, and your high school mascot. Oh, Rob says that fair RC mods are $3.99. Holy crap! Nope.
Oh, never mind. I got paint.
And Stunod says the 8x8 on Heli Direct hasn't. Oh, he got one for an open box for $200 for the Terranaut. Because Heli Direct and stuff has like open box stuff sometimes. Probably nothing right now, of course, because you want one. But
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like you said, it's 10:50. Wife's gonna be probably heading out of work soon. Got to clean up.
Yeah,
some
my
stuff
blood
here.
sugar's 57.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, not good at all. And I barely had a couple bites of mac and cheese before I came on here and no lunch. So yeah. I guess there's another that's $3.19 for the fair RC mod ones or whatever. For it's still expensive, and you can just paint it yourself. Anyways,
Can you send me the links when you get a chance?
After this, I'm gonna put some of this stuff away. Then I can send you some links and stuff, and we'll go.
And then send me that video JB sent because I'm gonna be
definitely
trying that tomorrow. Probably.
Yeah, I'll send that to you. I'll do so the links. Got to send that. Like I said, if I don't send it to you by tomorrow morning, message me.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks
Awesome.
everyone for swinging in, especially on the 4th of July. I know a lot of people have plans, so that's why I was questioning if people were going to be here. But yeah, I mean.
And we'll end it on another sappy note. Yeah, we got problems, but it's still the greatest country on earth.
Sure is, man. Do whatever, well, quote unquote, whatever.
We got a lot of problems.
Oh yeah.
But still the greatest country on earth.
Oh yeah. But see you guys on the next one. Hopefully next Saturday. I don't think there's any holiday or weird thing going on. You know, is there a place where we can post links? So if you go to my Facebook page, CKRC Garage Community, you can actually post links on there. And it's like a community thing where I was trying to make it a community thing where people can post their problems, their issues, show off their builds. No one's really doing it. I kind of post when I have something that's like picture worthy or something, but But yeah, if you guys want to start posting on there, you post links, post sales. I don't care. As long as it's not like spam stuff. It's like I'm not.
Bitcoin.
Exactly. So you send me truck for Bitcoin. I don't think so. So, but I'll see you guys hopefully next Saturday. And Dave, I will end this so we can talk for a second. Just say goodbye and then we'll be good to go.
Bye, world.
Bye.